Hello, friends. That image that you saw, that's our family during one of our no tech days. And I've been sharing with a couple of people that we have these, and I thought, oh my gosh, we should be sharing this with our YouTube family. So this is a relatively new tradition for us, and it's been really powerful. And I'm going to encourage you to give it a try yourself at some level. I'm not going to try to push you into something really super intense here, but at some level, because it's really fun, and it really, oh my gosh, really helps us to see into our mentality. Really helps us to understand a lot about our daily living, our daily motivations, what drives us, what habits we have. So stay tuned and let's learn about no tech days. At first, this emerged out of the idea of trying to be a little bit more like the Amish. Out here in the land of the Amish, all of their accoutrements of living are available to us. So it's really easy to say, get lanterns or hand tools. Some good friends of mine recently gave me, so instead of a power drill, now there's a hand crank drill that we have with all these bits. It's beautiful. It's not only are you using your muscles to do this, but it's in a wooden box, and it's old. It has the patina of age. There is something that's really waiting for us when we stop just using our plastic, super hyper manufactured stuff that fills our world. And that is part of the no tech days. Now for us, it went beyond the Amish because, as you may know, Rebecca and I were once aspiring fantasy authors. And we created an entire world online. And we had a website and wrote some books in it. I haven't published those because, it's our older writing. Maybe, well, who knows? Maybe they'll come up at some point. But there is a desire in us to live a little bit more like that world is. And when we think about that, life feels more magical. Life feels more present in there, basic. And there's a desire to be away from some of our technology. So our family said, hey, what if we just do one day a week, and it's our no tech day. Now on that no tech day, we are just going to wake up in the morning, and all the way until we go to bed or wake up the next day, we're not going to use technology. Now, for us right now, I'm going to be more realistic and say that what we actually do is a low tech day. So there's a chance that we will have a small, very short distance move in our life coming up in the next 6 months. And I'm talking about moving just a few 100 meters from our location right now. But if we do, it's into a place where we will have increased opportunity to be low tech. But right now, when we say our no tech days, they're low tech in the sense that we still use, for instance, the electric oven for cooking. And when it's really dark, like it's been recently here, we've not seen the sun for a long time. Just for the sake of people's moods, sometimes we're using those electric lights. But for us, we don't turn on the computer. We don't check the phone. And we keep the lights off if we can. And whenever we're going to use technology, we ask ourselves, is there an alternate way to do this that wouldn't use the tech? We don't drive anywhere. And my friends, it's fun. It's really fun. And it's engaged. Because as much as we try to live a very family-centered, community-centered life day to day, the truth is, and I had to kind of discover this through these no tech days, The computer takes up a lot of my time and energy as a human being. And I love that. That's this connection with you. So it's good things, but it has an effect that I would be blind to if I hadn't tried those no tech days. And simply in knowing that and understanding that, then it can shift my relationship. So after I did my first no tech day and just couldn't even go to the computer, first of all, I felt how much I wanted to check comments because I want to answer comments quickly and let people know that, I'm there with them. But no, step back away from that. Hey, Finbar. And I noticed how much I wanted to do some of my editing, do some writing. There was a strong urge to go and do those things. Again, all positive things, but just noticing how much of an urge, kind of a habitual urge there is. And I'm going to suggest that even good habits, sometimes it's good to step back from them for a moment and say, I'm just going to exercise my will. I'm just going to see that these are good things that I'm engaged in, and I am capable of making it through a day without them. Doing that also then allowed me to see, wow, there's also a different way I can engage with the computer, because it can kind of suck me in. I'm sure a lot of you can kind of be with me here with understanding how it has a power to just grab your attention and hold it for long periods of time. It's gotten me so that I sit down and I use the computer more consciously. I do what I have to do on it, and then attend to the people that are around me. Another thing I noticed is how much technology just kind of fills a space in my life. So when it's not there, suddenly there's all kinds of time and energy that somehow is kind of sucked up by the technology. And I have to then ask myself, what am I going to do with that time and energy? And that has helped me, since we started these, to become better at my still extremely novice playing on my my ukulele, on my handpan, on the flute that I play, my fitness, my martial arts. Those have all increased in frequency and quality of training. My communication with my family, which was already really, really, really good, has increased in its frequency and its quality. Stepping away from our technology is so beneficial. I got to see it all the time, of course, with the forest monks. People would step away, they'd go through a withdrawal period, and then start to discover that there's immense amounts of stuff waiting behind the buzz that technology creates in our life. And so I'm going to suggest to you that you join us for a adventure in no techness or low techness. And just try it for 1 week, 1 day in 1 week is what I mean. And if you like it for that 1 day, try it again. Maybe it's not going to work in your life to do it every week. Maybe it's going to be once a month. Maybe for you, it's going to have to be a 3-hour section of a day. All of our lives are structured differently. You might be in a place where you can say, I'm going to take the next week and be low tech or no tech. Whatever it is, share in the comments how you're going to accept the challenge. And then tell us what the experience is like. I've hinted at some things here, but really, there is so much there. A lot of it is kind of difficult to put into words, but you'll experience it directly. If you've read Diary of a Forest Monk, you're going to get a little hint, a touch of what those people got to experience when they stepped away from their tech. As we share down in the comments, the effects that this has for us, we're going to learn a lot about each other. We're going to learn a lot about ourselves. And we're going to see into an aspect of the world that is right here, available to us all the time, that holds immense riches, but is hidden by that constant buzz of our tech. So, share in the comments, my friends. So much love to you all. And thank you.